Welcome to Ncaa, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Toledo's offense will get the first swing of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Grabbed behind the line, it's a 0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy, boys.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's talk for a second about Toledo. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bucks.
There he goes. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Toledo. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them. Instead of going into the transfer portal.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Powers through the defender. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
It'll be... down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And he waltzes in for the score. The Rockets.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Smith takes the handoff. Got room to work. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Bryant. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Trying to bull his way in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Rockets have their offense in high gear. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Touchdown, Toledo! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The sure hands, it's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Makes the grab. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense wastes. I'm getting the timeout call.
Toledo.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Caught behind the line. It's Smith.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's a 0. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He makes a grab, and he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Just going to keep it after the snap. Striving for the goal line, loose football. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in Ncaa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll keep it himself. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Morrow. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so special. He is dominant in this offense.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep the...
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Bryant. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Steps away. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away.
Number 90 on to punt it away.
He'll take it on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Got a man, it's Holland. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab deep. Running free. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Rockets are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know.
Touchdown, Rockets! And the pummeling has... The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Northern Illinois looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. Intercepted to stop the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finds his man. It's Crosby. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Toledo.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Who knows? Maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And it's no good. He missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.